Hey guys, I just thought I would do a little video on how I have my force fetch set up today. Just a really simple, easy, cheap way to do it. You don't have to build anything. Um, but real quick before we get started, make sure you guys are subscribed so you get notifications on future uploads and videos. After the video, make sure you hit the like button and drop a comment down there, any advice or whatever for the dog training still. And any ideas that you guys want to see on this off season, drop them in the comments so I have more ideas for videos for this off season to keep videos coming out on the channel so it doesn't just die off. Real quick, I'm going to show you guys that setup and give you guys a little bit of progress update on how Count is doing with his training. A lot of setups I've seen, most of the setups I've seen online are either a picnic table or some kind of bench set up between two big trees, or two like posts somehow. I just wanted to show you guys this so you had an idea of like a different way to set it up that isn't like normal, I guess. I was just working with what I had, and this is what I had and could get. This whole setup cost me around $10 to $12 for it. It's real simple. If you have a house with a garage, you can do it real easy. If you don't mind putting a couple holes in the sides of your garage. You also are probably going to need a truck. If you have a bench and no posts, then this would also work. I just use my truck bed, and I'll show you guys real quick how I have it set up. Basically, let me bring it in here. I have these little eyelets screwed in, and I have two of them so I could set it up higher, a little bit lower to give them some more slack. But I have these little eyelets screwed into both sides of my garage on the outside, like that. This is my setup right here. It's just knots tied around two clips. These clips cost about between $2 and $5 a piece, and it depends on how big. I mean, you can get small ones, you can get bigger ones. They also make these with a double clip on it, but it's just two of these clips with a piece of 550 cord or paracord, whatever you want to call it, measured out to the distance from each side of the garage. So you just take these and you clip them. You clip them. That cord's tight. So you clip them to each side, and that gives you something to hold the dog by right here. The next piece is, the way I started it out was just another clip, and instead of having it tied to this other piece of 550 cord, I had it tied to the string right here. That way he couldn't move back and forth on the string. He had to sit in place right there. And it's high enough also so he couldn't lay down on the truck on the tailgate. But basically that just clips like this. It'd be tied onto the cord so he can't move, and then it clips to the back of his collar. Once he's advanced a little bit to where he knows what he's doing, I gave him a little bit of slack, and by the end of it, basically this 550 cord on this kept getting longer and longer. That way he can reach down, he can move freely on the cord like such, and so he can walk to go get the stick that I have for him or whatever I have him fetching. And then the same thing, this attaches to his collar. But once it gets down low enough, he's able to pick what he's fetching up off of the deck of the truck or your bench or whatever you have. The next part of the setup is these dowels. This is what he starts fetching with, or starts holding in his mouth, whatever you want to say. Like I've said before, the video and book that I go off of is the Water Dog book, and This isn't in the book, it's in the video though, the force fetching. But basically he said you want something that the dog isn't ever going to see again. He's never going to actually like do retrieves with these. He's never going to get one of these out of water. So if he hates it, that's fine. He's going to hate it most likely. But I picked these up. It's just like a 1 1/4, 1 1/8 inch wooden dowel. Came in like a 3-foot section at Home Depot for, I want to say like $3 to $5 or something like that. It's not very expensive. And then a little piece of 1x1 or 1x4, sorry, just board that I had laying around. And what I did, I just took a screw, screwed it through one end into the dowel. That way, when it sits down on the floor or deck or whatever, it will tilt it up so he can grab it off the ground easier as you progress to him picking it up off of the deck. But that's real simple right there, just little tool. That's basically my setup for force fetching with Count. Little update on him, we've moved off of the bed of the truck now for about 2 weeks, and we've been working on the walking force fetch just in the yard. I have 3 dummies I'll throw out in a triangle, walk him up to it, tell him to fetch. If he has to pick it up, hold it, and I take it from him. It's really boring and like just kind of tedious. So I probably, unless you guys want me to, I'm probably not gonna record it and put it up because no one's gonna watch it. Come on. He misjudges a lot. Fetch. Hold it. Good boy. Give it. Good boy. Fetch. Fetch. Hold it. Good boy. Give it. Fetch. Fetch. Hold it. Come on. Hold it. Come here. You gotta watch out because they will walk off the edge. Good boy. But basically that's it. He still kind of hates a stick. You want a stick? You want it? Fetch. Fetch. Good boy. And like there, as you saw, maybe, sit. Sit. Good boy. Give it. Good boy. If you guys notice on that last one, he took it a lot faster. I don't know if you guys can see this is on the end of the truck, but he took it a lot faster and he was pumped about it. He actually put it in the middle of his mouth instead of grabbing the end of it, which is like his big problem. But as long as he gets it in his mouth, really, I'm happy as long as he can hold it. He does get in trouble for dropping it, but you could tell that last one, I was more excited about it and kind of worked him up, and he got more excited about it all of a sudden. That's the biggest and hardest part for me right now, is being excited and to keep him pumped up, because I do it in the morning when I get off of work. I'll do it, which it's easier with him then because he's, you know, just getting up and he's hungry and he's excited and he knows as soon as we're done he's gonna get to eat. So but in the afternoon when I wake up and I come out here to do it again, he's usually not excited. He's lazy. I'm just waking up, so you know, I'm kind of lazy. And then I start getting frustrated because he don't want to do it. And then I realize I'm not excited, so why should he be excited? And once I start getting pumped up, then he starts getting pumped up again. So that's the biggest takeaway from this, for me anyway, is I have to stay excited so he gets and stays excited. But pretty much that's all that's been going on. A little update with him, and little like really easy and cheap way if you have a truck or a workbench or something but don't have somewhere to tie it up, or if you do have somewhere to tie it up and don't have a workbench, I mean a truck bed works great. It's still a stable surface for him to sit on and do his deal on. I mean, it's not super long, but it's very doable. That's what I used, and it seemed to do just fine, the trick. So anyways, that's all for right now, guys. I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.